Welcome back. Well, last night, Friday night, I hardly slept because I was doing something. And then I had to go volunteer at the farmer's market in Bed-Stuy. And I was walking around handing out flyers, trying to get people to buy groceries that are locally sourced, etc. Then I had to go get some Jamaican fish and stuff because Christmas is coming and I'm feeling intensely Jamaican. And it was freezing walking out there in the cold. So I had planned to go to a Kwanzaa celebration at the Apollo Theatre, and I really didn't want to go because it's cold outside. I'm like, let's not do it. But this was my first time going, and I was glad I swaddled myself in layers of clothing like a baby, and it was great. I especially like the fact that there were teen dances because for me, always, whether it's adults or teens, I know that people who are, when they're engaged in doing positive things, they cannot be at the same time being imprisoned by the system or being harmed by other people. So I always like to support people who are finding an alternative way. So if you're not from the US, the Apollo Theatre is an African American theatre, aka a star maker. Look it up on YouTube, Google, whatever. If they love you at the Apollo, your success is guaranteed. Because the people at the Apollo they love you enough to tell you if you're good or if you should try something else. If they tell you to try something else, go on ahead, try something else. But what I want to talk about is Kwanzaa, which was created by Dr. Lolana Karenga in 1966 in the civil rights era. So, black people are not monolithic. I say that all the time. We never agree on everything. So, there are black people who think that Kwanzaa is a made up holiday that is not worth following. So, let's be clear. Every holiday, regardless of what they tell you, is a made up holiday. So my litmus test for whether anything is worth engaging in or whether it's helpful is whether it's helpful or harmful. And even if it's harmful, we should still think about how can I improve it? Because if people enjoy doing something, you should find ways to help them to enjoy it in a safe and helpful way. Or that's how I see the world, maybe through the social work lens. So I'm going to read the 7 principles and decide for myself. So the first principle is umoja, which is unity, to strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Sounds wonderful to me. Ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together, to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems, and to solve those problems together. Excellent. Kuji Chakolia, self-determination, to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Hot. Ujama, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. Still sounding excellent. Kuumba, creativity, to do always as much as we can and in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. Sexy. Nia, purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Black excellence, loving Nia. Imani, faith, to believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Well, sounds excellent to me. So having read the principles and seeing no problem with it, I see no reason not to celebrate it. And there are people already doing this, telling you how to do it. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel and act like I can tell you about an African American tradition better than an African American person could. So I'm going to leave that there.
I don't hear you, Karen.
You don't hear me?
Now I do.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I do.
All right. Umoja, unity that brings us together. Umoja, unity that brings us together. Umoja, unity that brings us together. Kujijagulia, kujijagulia. We will determine who we are. We will determine who we are. Ujima, working and building our union. Ujima, working and building our union. Ujima, working and building our union. Ujama, we'll spend our money wisely. Ujama, we'll spend our money wisely. Ujama, we'll spend our money wisely. We know the purpose of our life. We know the purpose of our life. We know the purpose of our life. Oomba, all that we touch is more beautiful. Oomba, all that we touch is more beautiful. Oomba,